Perhaps I should get out my laptop so I can see if anyone's saying anything. Or can I even be heard? I hope I can. Da, da, da. Okay, let's see how this works out. No one's in here yet, but it's cool. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If anyone's in here, just give me a second. I'm pulling up Twitch. I should have pulled it up before I started the stream. Don't make fun of me. Alright. I am officially up and running now. I think. Let me make sure I can be heard. My voice even, like... Oh, whoops. Alright, cool. I can now be heard. Welcome back. So, whenever I left off, which I apparently never closed out of the game, so I've just been sitting here in this pause menu. And it's been like 2 days. Either way, just been sitting here in this pause menu. Whenever we left off, I just talked to her about releasing the Qunari, who turns out is a child murderer. So that's pretty fun. So I think we're just going to avoid releasing this fella, because I don't really see any way around it. And if at all possible, like, unless he didn't do it and, like, he just accepted his fate whenever he was accused or something like that, then I kinda don't want a child murderer on my team. Like, he killed a whole ass family, including the children. So I think we're just gonna, like, I think we're gonna let him rot. I'm not a fan of letting people rot. Like, I would rather just, like, execute him, but we don't exactly get that benefit, do we? Let's put that on. Plot items. Okay. So, let's see what we're working with quests. I know I have a few started. I know I need to make traps for somebody, and... traps are a girl's best friend. I gotta craft traps for her. I don't know if I want to release Sten. That's the thing. Like, I'll look. I'll see if there's anything available. Like, I'm not entirely sure. But it's starting to look a little bit hopeless whenever it comes to releasing him. It's a difficult decision to make. I wish I would have done a little bit more research. But let's think for a minute. Um, there's an option on getting Leliana in the party, it appears. Okay, so let's start talking to Sir
I
Donald.
beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Shouldn't we be
My
running
mission
away?
takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
I was hoping to meet Arl Eamon, in
Why
fact.
is that, if I may ask?
We need his help against Taryn Loghain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tarn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the
He's
Tarn
also
has
an
done or not
ugly-ass
done,
bitch.
the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
You think Loghain's involved with the Arl's illness?
The Arl fell ill before the king died. But what if Loghain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
So your quest for the ashes brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Well, tell me more about this Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
Well, I'd like to hear what you've
If you're
learned.
truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Who's Sir Henrik?
My fellow knight and traveling companion. He is delayed, though.
Oh, shit, he's dead.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I dealt with the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
That's what I do. That's what I've been doing. That's what I'll be doing. Okay. So, I think what we're gonna do here is we are going to go and find one of my favorite characters in the entire Dragon Age series. A complete hard ass, despite what might appear. We are going to go and find and recruit Leliana, the future Inquisition spy master.
really know what's going on here? The Blight, the Civil War.
I probably shouldn't have mentioned that, but no one's gonna
You
remember
speak
that
of
whenever it
knight
comes
yesterday.
around.
Said he was from
Dane's
Redcliffe.
Refuge.
We talked to everyone in the tavern.
Um,
How are we supposed to know where the
looking for like a bar. I really do need to like go and explore all the buildings too. If I'm gonna be doing this for people to see, I better be doing it right. I don't know, maybe
Got a cousin in the
let's check out Dane's Refuge. We've killed 110
Well.
Darkspawn.
Look what we have here, then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a fellow by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen him.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
What makes you think we're traitors?
Tern Logain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Enough talk! Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Warden says this tingling.
Let's make this
Time
quick!
is
Lay down! First I kill your boss.
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
The Grey Wardens didn't betray King Kalen. Logain did.
I was there. The Tern pulled us out of a trap.
The Terran left the king to die.
It's led the king to his death. The Tern could do nothing.
Take a message to Logain.
What do you want to tell him?
The Grey Wardens know what really happened.
I'll tell him. Right away, now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
Where's his sister learn to fight like
I
that?
wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I'm Tom. A pleasure.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Why are you so excited?
The Maker told me to.
The Maker's on my hell yeah.
Then you believe me? I knew the Maker had sent a true dream. A vision that by serving you, I serve his holy plan.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Get out of my party.
Indeed.
Get into my party. We are warriors. Okay, but first, hey, what's up, Charles? We're all bloody. Help me out. Hell yeah, we're clean. What's up, Barley?
Hear about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the Chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Show me what you got. Thorn of the Dead Gods. That's a cool ass name. What is it though? A one-handed dagger. Fuck that. I don't want any of this stuff. We need to see what we can work with whenever it comes to Leliana. Like, let's go into the equipment. What are her abilities? Like, I know that in Inquisition she's a look at that dexterity. I should probably hook her up with a bow. What are her abilities? She's supposed to have a bow. I don't have a bow.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Let's see what we got. Okay, so a longbow would be nice. I have 7 gold here. Yeah, let's take that for now. Oh, wrong button. There you go. That's what you needed. Now you could be proper health. However, we need to upgrade Charles. I wish I had like equipment for Charles. That would be really nice. Okay, let's crank up his dexterity again. Should we give her different armor? Okay. Yeah, you need some armor. Get you some studded leather boots. Splint mail gloves. We'll get you decked out in full leather later on, but that's not exactly an option right now. I didn't think about picking up more party members whenever I sold everything.
It's the Maker's punishment, it is, for letting them mages keep on with their circles.
Okay, this is where we're going. We're gonna go pick up the Qunari.
I have been setting down in ink the tales of our exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe you. You are unlike any animal I have ever met, almost human in your intelligence and understanding. So, let me see. You are loyal, yes? That one is obvious. Very, very clever. This is also obvious. You are terrifying when you have to be, but gentle and sweet as a dove at other times. And you are also playful, sometimes gluttonous. No? What is all this begging for food scraps then? Well, all right. You're not gluttonous. You're just a lover of fine foods. How's that?
Sorry, I'm easily entertained. When anyone talks about the dog in a positive light, I get excited because he's a distinguished gentleman.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you, then?
I want to talk about Sten.
Again, we have already discussed this, and I told you I would not release the creature.
Will you not reconsider
And
your
what do you
stance?
say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are Unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Thank you. That wasn't so hard. Ain't nothing changed other than the person in my party. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go to this Chancer's board. When bears attack, let's just pick up both of them.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. Well, you never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
How can you help us?
I have spent my life in the Vanguard. I know war, and your lands need all the help they can get.
Very well.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
What if I don't lead you to your tomb?
Then I will find it myself. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Sure. Can you just do me a favor and not kill any more families while we're at it? Let's see, we got 2 warriors, a rogue, and a war dog in our party. Charles, we need to level you up some more. Okay.
Let's get started. Right.
Lay down.
As you wish. This should be easy.
Oh, what do you know? Wolves.
On it.
Jesus! They have invisibility technology? No wolf pens. What the?
This should be easy. Right.
Okay. Really? Oh no. Oh no. So, in the last stream, I came across this little boy who was searching for his mother. I gave him a silver for some food, but he seemed like a pleasant little guy. That was his mom. Dead. I think one of those 4,000 wolves killed her. I need to find that little boy.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Where do I find... Sad. Sad boy hours. I'm covered in purple sparkles, and let me tell you, I look fabulous.
Do they see us this way?
Oh, bears. Oh, bears. Oh, bears. Thankfully, bears aren't near as scary in this game as they are in Dragon Age Inquisition. I once got my entire party slaughtered by a single bear.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Thanks? I think I have one more quest to do in Lothering. Allison has heard that Barlin is setting... Okay, I have to make the traps. I didn't read where to get the trap stuff from. Okay. Whoop. Let's mark that as my active. Okay, let's check around for stuff to make traps. Even once I get the stuff, I'm not sure how to make traps, but we'll figure it out. What's up?
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Probably never. Ooh, a sack! Damn it. Pile of filth. Damn it. So, let me figure out how to... B?
Got it.
Trap trigger. Where do I get a trap trigger? Don't boo me. Why you booing me? I'm right. Okay. I need to figure out... I mean, I can make one trap. But this game doesn't inform me how many I need. Oh, 3 spring traps. It does inform me. I just didn't read it.
Should go out to the dwarves. They're safe from all these darkspawn, I bet.
I was able to get a
Living
shield
underground,
from
that's the
it.
way to go.
They won't let you in. They're out of luck and they're yours.
Okay, let's see if this stuff here locked. Barrel. I keep getting shields.
Are you here to make my head ache, or do you actually want to buy something?
Well, what do you
It isn't
got?
much, but take a look if you want.
Usable items. Crafting. Everyone here fucking sucks.
Mother says we have to run before the bad men get here.
Greetings to you, good sir. If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything?
What happened?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves. Can you help us?
I met those bandits. They're dead now.
Killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
It's a banger. Oh, there's a crate over here. Oh, hell yeah. I got alcohol.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Isn't he an Ash Warrior?
He's scaring the children. Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
Why don't you keep your voice down?
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent.
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us!
What happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn!
How'd you escape?
No! I won't listen to the words of a man tainted by Darkspawn!
I'm not evil.
I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Why am I here? I should not have come.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always hope.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
What's up, Templar? You got some cool-ass armor. Can I have it?
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
Oh, that's a thing. Okay, I will keep searching around. I only have one more quest to complete while I'm here. I just need 3 trap triggers.
Let's get on it.
Just 3. Maybe I can loot some stuff out here. Maybe I'll... Am I about to get mugged?
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Warden senses peeling.
Whoa! I am getting mugged. I'm getting mugged.
Right.
Defend yourself! I never liked this part. Watch out!
I didn't do nothing. Maybe these idiots have... They probably don't. Frozen lightning. It sounds like a convenience store liquor. Yeah, let's check this crate. No. Damn, this bridge broke as hell. Oh? Damn.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Please?
What's next?
I have a rogue now. I don't have to just stare at locked doors now. Alright, what are we working with here? Now I'm in the cage.
A few knights have come through here, searching for some hole.
It's done. What now?
Oh, what's up, Sir Bryant?
Yes? Who might you be?
You can call me Tom.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
No, I'm
Then
not.
what might I do for you?
About those bandits outside the
Maker's
village?
breath. How many times must we drive them off?
They won't bother you again. I killed them.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
Certainly.
If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I need some information.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Have you heard any recent
Other than the
news?
Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Teon Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster. Teon Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them. The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
What if you found an unsanctioned mage?
I have no time to even think about such things right now. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn.
How do you guys fight against magic?
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so.
I'm gonna go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Here's a chest.
Finished.
Well, a symbol of Andraste.
Sorry.
A key's required.
What do you need?
You want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
That doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
What about the other Grey Wardens?
I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for their... when they fall in battle. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
My entire family was murdered just recently.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to High Ever with you whenever you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Vision
I
of
knew
yours.
this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
What then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
The Chantry says the Maker left us.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
Believe what feels right to you.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
I really need to find these trap things. The trap triggers, as they say. Whenever I find those, I will happily move on. Let's see. You know, there's one person that I haven't checked yet. And I'm going the wrong.
So how is it that Terran Lo...
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the Chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Don't worry about him, I took care of it.
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Show me what you've got. Oh my god!
You've been out to the market. It's not much straight out.
All set.
Did you make any traps?
I have the traps for
What
you.
a relief. Thank you, stranger. Thanks for the traps. I feel safer already.
Can I leave here now? I can. Okay, I am out of here. Like, I'm gonzo. Ugh. I got a sword. Yes. Let's venture forth. That town. It wasn't. Whoa. I'll be shut up for a second.
Bad dreams, huh?
Seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing? No. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Why are we stopping?
We're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Just need to know if I can trust you at my back.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
Tell me about your people.
No.
Okay, why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of... The elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Never mind.
As you wish.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fedek, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Dragonbone. Well, you ain't got a whole lot, do you? At least not a lot that I can use. What is Oathkeeper? That's a longsword.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What
He can
enchantments does he
fold
do?
lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Okay. I don't really do anything with that stuff.
Yes?
I like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
What'd you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Alright, cool, what are you barking at?
Oh, why, you little...
Just jump at the side of your own shadow again.
Oh, you're so funny. Such rapier wit. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Well, he is a war dog.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
I've never fed you a person.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
Ah, look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Oh! Can't be stinkier than what normally goes in. God damn! Wow. It's the thought that counts.
Dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
It was a gift.
I just did. I don't want
don't
it, you
listen to
worthless
her.
fur bag.
I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
going on?
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Hell yeah, he is. Trying to find a way through the earth, are we? It's gonna take some time, you know. What a distinguished gentleman. Good dog.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
Do you want to leave?
If I wanted to leave, then I would go. I remain, so do not ask such pointless questions.
All right.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like
If
to
you
ask you
must.
something. How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
So she's been doing this for a long time then.
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other humans?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
I think your abilities sound quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But
I'm
enough
taller
of such
than you.
talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Okay. So... he won't talk to me about shit. I've already talked to her. Let's talk
What
to
do you need?
Alistair.
Ask away.
What can you do for me?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So couldn't others learn these?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together.
Sounds like an excellent method of control.
You think so, huh? You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away, either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me. What do you need? Ask away.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Where are the nearest ones?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Is there a headquarters?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfelds, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Well, so what happens now that there's just 2 of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Do we need to start rebuilding?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
Well, I don't have any more questions.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
I'd like to ask you
away.
something.
I suppose I could. But I really would rather not. When the Grand Cleric let Duncan
I actually
recruit
asked if
me,
he could make me
she made me swear
Templar.
never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word.
Very well.
Ask me later, perhaps. Maybe I'll change my mind. This is not something small you're asking, after all.
Well, at least he approved it. Okay. Sorry for the slow part there. I just like to talk to everyone before I move on. The characters in these games, in these BioWare games, they always are very interesting characters. So I always like to get in the talking, because the Dragon Age games, the Mass Effect games, they both have excellent character development. So I really like being able to, I don't know,
Indeed.
develop the characters.
Yes.
So it kind of just gives me free reign to go wherever I want. So let's start off going to... Let's go to Redcliffe and see what we're working with here. Oh, are we under attack?
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegra can get you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
What's going on in Orzammar?
There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Okay, let's see this discount. Diamond? Compare! Oh.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What's on your mind?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
I think you said he raised you?
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek.
Whoa!
Which made Cailan my half-brother, I suppose.
Whoa! Doesn't that make you an heir to the throne?
Maker's breath, I hope not. I don't think so. You don't think so, do you? I'm a bastard. And nobody even knows about me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Cailan's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
It's Gucci shoes, but...
Oh, good.
I get it.
I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Did she know the truth?
She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
You were young.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that, I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man and well-loved by the people. He also was King Cailan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Aren't you?
See? I knew you could do it. It's easy, isn't it?
Okay, cool.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
What's going on?
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying. We've no army to defend us, no Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead, and those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arlemon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Shit hit the fan! Shit hit the fan! Jesus! Nothing can be simple, can it?
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They're obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Reynisphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
You may have known my father, Tyrion Cousland.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Let's take them down.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
You have some of Arl Eamon's knights here?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
The search for the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
So what's going to go on after we win this?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Sorry, trying to get comfortable. Okay. What's attacking?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries. All I know is these things don't fall easily. You hack them to pieces and still they come.
Why are you in the chantry of the
Sir Perth
villagers?
insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Do we need more men in here with you?
We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
I should get back
Very
to
well.
work.
Luck be with you, my friend.
Okay. Okay.
Let us pray.
What's up? Okay. What's up, Caitlin?
Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Are you alright?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why'd he run off?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone. I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Don't worry, I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Okay, we need to buckle down and mess him up.
You know, we don't have
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
You sure you didn't hear that we killed the king?
Could be that I did. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith, good man. We will defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I really do. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
How's morale?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
Hold on, I gotta plug in my controller. Oh, shit. Not gonna have a vape much longer if I keep treating it like this. Ah, shit. Broken? Covered in dirt, goddamn. What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Nobody else can do this?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then? Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
There are many great tales of lost kings who return to their lands to reign in glory.
Sorry.
I am not lost, nor for that matter, a king.
I grabbed the charger a minute ago,
Glorious
and then
about
just
me.
never plugged it in.
You are the rightful king of Ferelden.
I am the son of a star-struck maid and an indiscreet man who just happened to be king. Look, I can't be king. Some days I have trouble figuring out which boot goes on which foot.
Complete fools are made leaders of kingdoms all the time, and you're not a complete fool.
What an utter relief.
And don't worry about the boots. Kings don't need to dress themselves. That's what advisors are for, isn't it?
And star-struck maids, apparently.
How do I get up there? Ah. Okay. I go up this hill. I go across this bridge. And that should put me where I need to go.
You're such a handsome dog. I think that every time I look at you.
He is a handsome dog.
Lady Cecily, I lived with her after my mother died, had a dog. A small one bred to fit under the arm and in the lap. What did you name it? Oh, yes. Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon was a terror. He would hide, you know, when he saw you coming. And then he would attack your ankles. Rather sharp teeth in the ankles. Very painful. He attacked me once. Latched onto my leg. I thought it was a diseased rat and kicked. Bonbon flew across the room and over the banister. He survived. But he never came near me after that.
That's funny.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient?
Call me Tom if you would.
As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Okay, what can I do to help?
I have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
I'll see what I can do.
That gladdens my heart to hear it.
Is there anything else?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are. As
Carry
you
on.
wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Okay. So we need to compartmentalize. Not compartmentalize. We need to... It doesn't matter. Okay. So let's start with this.
No word from the castle.
Okay, we need to go to the smithy. And then the chantry. Pretty sure this is the smithy. Yes.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Is this Owen, the blacksmith? I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
I'd prefer not to speak through a door. Can I come in?
Certainly not. I don't know you and I don't want to. Off you go.
Please, I just want to talk to you.
All right, all right. I don't know why you're so determined, Here, I'll get the locks.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
And call me Tom. My name is Tom, a Grey Warden helping Van Tegan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Velena. Is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
I get that. I really do. So you intend to... I will rescue your daughter. How about that one?
It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
I'll do my
Not
best.
good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
But no one can get into the castle right now.
Eventually. They'll want to seek out the Arl and our lesser. And when they do, you go in and bring my Velena to me.
Deal.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least. Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Alright, out I go. Okay, Murdoch.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Van Tegan the militia is ready for battle.
Is there anything else I can do?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about Dwin.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out. There's not much time before sundown. Yes? What's he up to now?
Be back.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Okay. So, I'm assuming that this is the Chantry. It's a big-ass building. Yep. Mother
You are
Hannah.
a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
I cannot stand by while monsters attack the helpless.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a man of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
I would like your blessing, Mother.
Of course, child. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Thank you. Book. Gotta add stuff to the codex to get that XP. Okay, so what we have next... Oh, I guess that's not what I...
What is it you need, child?
Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
But if they think it helps them...
I cannot do it. I know that their own faith may inspire them, but these men need to find confidence on their own. I simply won't lie to them. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
That's annoying. Who are you?
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the Chant of Light to the Chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jeddah?
I am. You've heard of me?
Just a hunch. Take care.
I'm sorry to burden you with my mourning. Maker be with you.
Alright, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm really curious about what's attacking. Like, I was thinking Darkspawn at first, but it seems these are more like zombies? what? I don't know if I've ever seen any type of, like, zombies in this trilogy. I could be wrong, though.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted holy protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Mother Hannah does not believe she can help you.
I see. Then I suppose we must simply rely on our own prayers. The Maker will not help us. Thank you for your efforts. We shall fight on, nevertheless.
What's your status?
Although we are far better equipped than Murdoch and his villagers, we knights are too few. Things will be grim after sundown. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
Ah, it's sort of like coming home again, but with more undead.
Maybe if I read, I'll be able to tell. So I do a bunch of fetch quests and then fight, it appears. That's not it. Hello?
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
I apologize. I don't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwyn. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So what? You're recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Your chances are better out there than in here.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Can't I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
I'll put in a good word for you.
And what good would that do me? The Jarl's probably dead. I couldn't care less what Tegan thinks of me. What else you got?
I mean, gold.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I won't even stick my head out my door for less than 100 silvers.
I won't go any higher than 50.
Do I look like an elf? I'm not that cheap. It's 100, or it's no deal.
Fine.
You're getting off easy there. But like you say, I guess this town needs a hero. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
Maybe I can get something worth my money in here. No. Okay, what else do we got? Well, I'm gonna check Caitlin's home real quick, because maybe that brother of hers is in here.
I'm unable to do that.
Can't do that.
Oh, key required. I'm stupid. More books. Hello, is someone in there?
Go away. This isn't your home.
I
This
knew
is
it.
my home. My home, you hear me?
Bevan, is that you?
How do you know my name?
I'm Caitlin's friend.
Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
From in there?
No. I just heard you coming, and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now. All right. I came out. You won't hurt me. Will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want.
First tell me what you were doing in there.
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? I can help.
No. I won't tell you. And you can't make me. You can't.
What an odd child. Well, let's go talk to his sister.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Just stay safe.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it.
I want to discuss something
There's not
else.
much time before sundown.
How's morale?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
Let's do this.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
Perhaps you're right.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
I'm nervous we might lose half the town. Games like this, BioWare games, they punish you if you don't make the proper preparations for stuff. Like, if you just run through it all, like, you'll survive, but it'll be a sad victory.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
What's your
Although we
status?
are far better equipped than Murdoch and his villagers, we knights are too few. Things will be grim after sundown. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands. Ask me whatever you wish.
Let's see. What happened here?
You know about as much as I do. I returned a day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others returning from the Arlessa's quest. Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop, and I don't believe we will be enough.
Tell me about the Sacred Urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, Arlessa Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
What does he have?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why'd she believe anyone could find the urn?
The Jarl once employed a scholar, Brother Denativi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Can no one find them and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So they just left it defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
As you wish.
Carry
Ask
on.
me whatever you wish. As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you. The
Well,
Knights
it's
of
still
Redcliffe
perfect
are ready
order.
to fight at your disposal.
I'm ready to make my stand
There
here.
is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned,
Let's
good
do
luck to you
this.
then, and may the Maker watch over us all.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
It's time, men. Know that we fight for the Maker and our arm.
This should be easy enough.
Sorry about that. I can't while I'm in Okay, things are going well so far. It's because we probably got hurt. Alistair's over there going. I knew I made the right decision giving her a bow.
Yes?
Nothing, never mind. Okay, while I have a chance, Oops. Let's auto-level him.
Be wary. There must be others lurking about.
The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help! Come on! We need to hurry!
Oh, this is such a long journey.
Like this bastard. This should be easy.
What you gonna do?
Let's get started. This should be
Sweet, I leveled up. Alicia's doing surprisingly well. Let's hit 30 strength. Let's do this. Stunning blows. The character's fondness for massive two-handed weapons means that each attack offers a chance to stun the opponent due to the sheer weight behind the blow. Charles is ready to level up. Let's bring up his constitution. Let's do that. We could use a stun from Charles. It's time to head back up.
Dawn arrives, my friends, and all of us remain. We are victorious.
Everyone survived.
And it is these good folk you see beside me that we have to thank for our lives today. Without their heroism, surely we would all have perished. I bow to you, sir. The Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour. Allow me to offer you this, the helm of Sir Ferris the Red, my great-uncle and hero of Ferelden. He would approve passing it to one so worthy.
Thank you, Ban Tegan. I am honored.
Take it, then, and use it in good health.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe. Now they walk with he who is their maker. Long may they know the peace of his love.
so let it be.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Okay, before we go in there... Oh, she's ready to level up. I'll trust the game on this one. Okay. Alistair, let's... I feel like Oathkeeper might be better. Ooh. Yep.
Thank you so much for what you've done here. We owe you everything.
I'm still amazed we made it through the night in one piece and won. They'll be telling stories about this for years, I bet. Fighting's not over. We still have Darkspawn to battle, and if the Arl sends out the call, I'll be there for him.
Haven't you seen enough fighting?
Who hasn't? Doesn't mean it's over, though. If you'll excuse me, I think I'll offer the Maker a bit of thanks for not choosing to be a wrathful god today. Good luck to you.
He said at the mill, right? Ah, he's up at the top.
What now? No, I don't think so.
What?
Yes.
Okay, I'm really curious what we're gonna find inside this castle whenever we go in there. However, for now, I'm going to stop because there are a few things that I need to do. But if you guys won't mind joining me, I would absolutely love to continue this later this evening. Because I don't know, I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying this game, and I do thoroughly enjoy talking about it as I'm going through. So I think I'm gonna go back at it in a few hours. But first I need to look about getting some medication. But after that, I will return, and I'm looking forward to it. I will see you guys then. Until then,